Hello everyone and welcome back to Greenhouse Town. We're here in the late spring of 26 and we have kind of an interesting perspective here. If we spin around the city, you can see all the greenhouses, of course, that are our feature, but here's the main town center. And we've got plenty that we're expanding and working on. We're looking at over 300 tools, nearly 500 clothes, over 24,000 food. But yet, our firewood remains disturbingly low. It doesn't seem to be something that we're able to get caught up on at all. So, beans, barley, broccoli. I don't think we have cabbage yet. So we'll do cabbage. We have corn. We have carrots. So I guess we'll go corn here. Alrighty, so if you saw the last episode, then you saw that I put in some more greenhouses to be in the future. Greenhouses to be? Does that sound right? I don't know. Future greenhouses. Let's go ahead and put you on firewood. And put 3 people in there. And while we're at it, I think we want to start on a second school. We have 17 there. So let's put another school down here. I know that there are some what is this? Medieval school. Okay. And then there's also one in the corner buildings. We have bricks now, right? We could do, it's considered a library, but it's functions like a school. Could put that on this corner here. I kind of like that idea, so we'll do that. Alrighty. Look at our housing breakdown while we're here. Housing breakdown is 66 families, 44 homes, so we definitely need more houses. What do you not have? You have apples? Not enough apples. Did you make so many that you're out already? Look at that, 250 pies. You love it. Love to see it. Okay, we'll go ahead and switch that to cakes because we have flour and honey. So that's another thing. If you skipped an episode or two, we had traded for apples, which slightly a tornado. No. Wonder where do you think it is? Here it comes. Is it gonna get us? Ugh. You can't ever assume that it's gonna be fine. Actually, one thing that I always do, because I just hate the anticipation, is I just go ahead and put it back on fast mode so that it does what it's gonna do, you know. Alright, well that gave us an interesting little path there. The tornado of year 26 Boy, we've had some really interesting random stuff happen in this series. We've had a lot more um, nomads than I usually get. Now we just had a tornado. Crazy. So yeah, what I was saying before the tornado hit is that we're trying not to do this. We're trying not to trade for food and as a survival tactic, but like they brought cherries, and cherries are one of the things that we can make pies with, I think. Yeah, we can make cherry pie. So maybe in that case, we go ahead and trade some of these extra flowers for these cherries just to vary the diet a little bit, you know? Yeah. I hope that makes sense, and I hope people don't feel like it breaks the challenge. We're still utilizing the greenhouses for the lion's share of our food. We're just using that. Let's go ahead and build that one. We're just using that to get things that we don't already have on hand. All right, we'll get another teacher in here. Okay, so we have a pod here and a pod here. I guess we keep bringing this section of houses down as long as it fits. Yeah, so probably 2 more rows of those would make sense. Let's go ahead and clear out that. And then, if I remember right, in the last video, we had talked about maybe doing another kind of market down here to continue along the river settlement pattern. So we have coal and stone still coming out. We're making candles so that we'll be able to make this deeper eventually. Since we have the numbers, I'm going to go ahead and max these both out. We seem to be doing okay on most of our resources. We have a lot of dried mushrooms still. We have cucumbers, kale, flowers, sand. That is a lot of sand. So that's good. A lot of fertilizer, tons of linen, lumber, flax even. And we're making a lot of malt. So we're making beer here. Alright, very good. Very good. We'll probably put in another tavern then, I would think. Maybe we'll do another tavern down here. But I'm trying really hard. You can probably tell I'm trying hard not to get too overzealous with things. One temptation is always to just like clear cut everything and go crazy. But we want it to have a steady development, and like if we play until year 50 like I typically play, we still have a good bit of time left. So I don't know why I'm doing this. I just kind of felt like making more of like a area here in front of the town center where people will congregate. I mean, right now they're walking through to go to the marketplace, but I'm just trying to think of something that makes sense for in here. Maybe even a cemetery. I know it's silly with the market being here. I should just put housing in, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. How far over? So we have room for a few houses there. I think I might go ahead and carve that out. Put a few in here as well. Had a real nice safe spike there. That was good to see. Little chugga chugga for the PC. Okay, we have pictures of most of this stuff. Maybe, do we have a picture of a housing pod yet? Probably not. Let's go ahead and snag a shot of that. Since I didn't have the foresight to take a picture of the tornado as it was happening. Alright, so these are little houses. Let's maybe go purple. And this greenish color. What? Oh, that's a road. We don't need that road. I don't know what that accent was, but it happened. Okay. Now, a few episodes ago, I followed around. What is going on with your wheelbarrow here? That's not how it works. Oh, there you go. You got it. You got it. It's so hard. It's so hard for me not to select that. We have what did I say? Like 1,000 flax. We have 1,300 flax, and it's so hard for me not to collect that flax. Man, when you are the way you are. Sorry about the camera work here, but I was thinking about maybe taking a shot of this while I'm here. God, I do like taking a look at a village from a different perspective every once in a while, just to see if there's anything that I'm like, oh, I would do that differently if you know, if I was building it the town this way, how would I do it differently? Okay, they got that road up, so I can go ahead and put this other house down, which was that color. So let's go ahead and put in, well, those are brown, and that looks like this dark color. So I think I'm going to let them build those two, and we'll put in a road that goes like that, and okay, like that. So we've got a nice little kind of downtown small house area here. One thing that's fun if you're just looking to make your city more efficient, you can go here and select this paths tool, and when you click on a house you can see where they work. So it gives you their laborers to live there, but it gives you an idea how far people have to travel to get to work. So like this gives me a good indication that we need more housing up here because they're living in this little part of town. So maybe we put a pod up the other way. All right, so they brought iron ore, stone, lumber, cotton. Yeah, good thinking here. Maybe we go ahead and get this iron ore, just because maybe we get half the iron ore. Let's do that. Let's do 125. No, what? My math. My brain. Help my brain. Okay, we're also going to pay attention to the mic and see if it gets muted when I do this. Trade. Okay. But that also leads me to think maybe we should put in an iron mine. Let's do a housing pod and an iron mine. So let's carry this over to here. Let's give them, should we do Boston houses? Or maybe, let's do some of these. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 houses. And then we will put a conventional mine right there. And let's give them one of these small markets. There was one here. Is it this one? I don't really want to do this style. I think what we're going to do is a grocery and a supplies and goods for them. Grocery and then supplies and goods. And then we can put a few more houses in that circle if needed to. So this is going to be kind of like the little mining community annex to the main city. All right, they're building those. I don't know how we're doing on bricks, actually. I know we were producing them for a while down here. We have 150. Okay, that should build some of these houses. What is our housing breakdown looking like now? 66 families, 47 homes. 48 homes, just finished one. Okay. We have a lot of cloth, a lot of linen. I don't know what to do about the clothing situation. It's like more successful than I'm used to being. It's kind of surreal. So, all right, wintertime. Can go ahead and actually, that's an interesting point. I would guess that the greenhouse workers probably stay working in the greenhouse all year, so there probably isn't the same like farmers out of workflow, but I don't know that for a fact. Do I want to clear cut for this settlement, or do I want to leave it kind of wooded like this area? Also, nice to see that the firewood is getting a little better with this lumber mill having 3 people. That seems to have helped. And we took out some trees. Huh. I wonder if I put another forester. It's always hard to see this in the winter. Yeah, it would have to be pretty far up there. I don't know if that's worth it or not. Because I was really thinking we were going to need another fodder farmer. but we're holding at 1,500 fertilizer. I guess we can keep an eye on that and see where that goes. Lumber's good. Firewood's improving. Rice, sorghum, turnips. Got a nice variety of food, so our health is good. Happiness is just a half-star low. Wait, we have 2,400 corn already? I must have accidentally doubled up corn then. Corn here and corn there. Okay. Let's pick something else so that we don't have double corn. Herbs, hops, kale, lettuce, oats. Should just put them in alphabetical order. Kale. I don't see lettuce, so let's put it on lettuce. Now, I don't know a ton about how they balanced out these different things with the diet, but my understanding is the game treats a vegetable as a vegetable, and a grain is a grain, and a meat is a meat. So it's not necessarily gonna care whether the person has, you know, specific. It doesn't care if your character is eating corn or a turnip. A vegetable is a vegetable to the game, basically, is what it comes down to. Okay, so we have this forester. The foresters should become more efficient if they don't have as far to walk. Will they be better if I put more foresters in there, though? That's another question. Bakery's doing good with the cherry pies. We have a lot of pie. How much pie do we have now? Pie. Probably gets eaten fast. 100 pies. Love it. Got cranberries. What? Where are we getting cranberries from? Somebody gathering cranberries? Interesting. Maybe we traded for some and I forgot already. Oh, no animals. Thank you, though. Okay, let's do another batch of this. I know we have a forester there, but we'll thin this out a bit, too. We're at 28,000 food, so maybe... I also want to grab the iron ore that I saw. Okay, yes, there wasn't much. This has turned into quite the efficient little town. We're pushing 29,000 food. But this is a careful balancing act, right? The more we add population, and we're adding an educated population, so the more we add population, the fewer people there are to, I mean, the less impact the same amount of greenhouses will have. So we have to keep scaling those with the population. Let's check the balance again. I know I keep doing this, and I'm sorry if it drives you crazy, but I have to make sure that this doesn't get out of whack. Because we built 4 homes out to the west, and then we built these 4 here just in the last season. So I have to keep an eye on this. If you're not familiar with why, it really comes down to managing this right here. If you don't want to have a death spiral, you need to have slow natural growth like this, so that as people die, which that's not scrolling. But as people die, you have people replacing them at a similar rate. So looking good on our vitals here. It would be nice to have some iron in storage. We're probably using the majority of our iron to make tools because the tools are being constantly used. But that's why we're building an iron mine. So that should be, oh, look at that, perfect timing. So yeah, we want iron ore, and we'll go with probably 10 guys over here. And they will bring the iron ore out here. It would probably also make sense to put a foundry down here, but I haven't done that yet. So this grocery store, we'll put somebody working in there. And we'll put somebody in the supply store. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to get a good picture of them, and it's raining. So I will use that as my outro then to say when it rains, it pours, so to speak. But we are in a really good spot. So thanks so much for watching this episode. We will come back for the rest of the year 28. Thanks for being here. My name is Bluebelly. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.